Welcome back. We're the Transport Bandits. I'm Cheryl.
I'm Jeff, or Mr. Dimples to you biker types.
I'm going to show you how we get our paperwork, our BOLs, to pick up at the reload yards out in Oregon. When you're out here all the way in the Northwest and you've just delivered a unit to Washington, Oregon, British Columbia, anywhere around here, and you want to check our backhaul load board on our Energy website, keep in mind that the reload board only stays around like within those northwestern states, you know, 500-600 miles, maybe goes down to California or Nevada occasionally, but they're never going to go back all the way to Indiana. So the first thing that happens is you'll call your dispatcher, then you would say, Judy, do you have the Pendleton, Oregon load going from Pendleton to Spokane, Washington, which is only 205 miles, but it'll get me a few extra bucks. You don't have to say that to her, but you'll just say, I want the load going from Pendleton, Oregon to Spokane, Washington. And she will say, hold on, and she'll put you on that load. Well, now I don't have any BOL. I don't have any paperwork to go pick that load up with. What do I do? She will email you your BOL and all the paperwork that you need to pick up that load. You will also have with you, if you don't already, ask her what the gate code combination is for the gate of our yard in Pendleton, Oregon. You've seen me in past videos where I'm pushing open the gate and locking the gate, and you have a combination lock and you do the combination lock to go in and go out. Well, anyway, she's going to email you all that information. Well, now what do? There's one of two things that you can do, and that is you can go to a truck stop and have your email printed at Love's or Flying J or Pilot, and they will print that off for you, but that costs money. But what if you have your own printer? That's what you really want to do, is get your own printer. We have a Canon Pixma TR150 wireless mobile printer, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so it comes all nice and compact like this, and you just will open it up. See, there's your printer, and you plug it into your laptop or your phone. It's wireless, I think, but I don't use wireless on mine. I have a dedicated plug right here in the truck. So that's what I plug it into. I keep my little Canon printer. I know this looks big because the camera's really close to me and I needed both hands. But I keep my little Canon printer in this old ratty box here. And it all fits right here in the box, along with my paper and my ink and some and the cords that it goes with is all right here in my box, and we keep that under the bed in the back. Your dispatcher will email you your BOL and your driver expense sheet. Okay, so I've opened up my email, I've clicked on it, I've clicked print. Let me click start printing. Make sure your printer button is turned on, which is right there, and it's gonna work.
Voila.
There it comes, right there. And that's how we get our BOL when you're not around the office. That works pretty good for us. We've not failed us yet. Sometimes you have to buy paper or ink while you're out on the road. And that's it. Again, we've got the Canon TR150 Pixma mobile wireless printer. But it has no wires. I'm using them right now.
It says it's wireless, but Cheryl has a wire hooked to it right now.
It's plugged into my truck.
As a matter of fact, she's got two wires hooked to it.
Yeah, because it's plugged from the printer. You can see right here, the plug, and then it goes to my computer right here. So, it's still printing all the paperwork, because this is a Canada load, so it's got a lot of paperwork. So that could end up costing you. We had a friend today that got his paperwork printed for Canada at Love's, and it ended up costing him $18. So this is the way to go. So buy the, get yourself a little Canon printer. You can probably find one that is wireless or Bluetooth if you want to, and then you can just print right from your phone. Don't have to have a laptop or a tablet or anything like that. But we've got our BOL, and now we are ready to head to Pendleton to pick up our reload. We've made it to Hermiston, Oregon, where we think we can get diesel for $3.99. Okay, we have found diesel for $3.99 here at the Rocket Mart in Hermiston. It certainly is beautiful on the ride to Pendleton, Oregon. Okay, so we filled up in Hermiston, Oregon. That will get us all the way to Vancouver Island and all the way back to Oregon on our 118-gallon auxiliary fuel tank plus our 50-gallon factory tank. So we're set, because Jeff didn't fill up, he filled up the whole tanks in Missoula, Montana. We were able to go all the way to Vancouver Island and all the way back down here to Oregon without filling up. So we don't fill up in Canada. We are in Pendleton, Oregon now. This is home to the Pendleton Roundup, one of the nation's biggest rodeos. Here we are turning into the prison again, going to the Pendleton yard. This is why you always want to have a good pair of work boots. This is yard after a good rain. We're hooked up. 15 minutes later, we're hooked up. We're going to go up here to the gatehouse, show Everell our BOL to make sure we have the absolutely correct unit and we're not pulling it off the yard that's not. So let's get that done and let's get rolling back to Vancouver Island. We should make it past Seattle tonight. We're hoping to make it to Bellingham, Washington. We have that many hours left on our clock to get there. And then roll into British Columbia again tomorrow. So this is a whiplash. This was a hook and book. And then we're going to deliver this tomorrow. And then hopefully think that we will have a reset on Vancouver Island. That's the fun side of RV transport. So stay tuned for that next video coming up. But we're going to get this back to Vancouver Island. Let's go. It's a beautiful evening out here in northwestern Oregon. Okay, we have finally made it back to the Lumi Bay Market here in Bellingham, Washington, where we will meet up once again with our friend Chris, who did his run a lot earlier, and we did not. You ready to call it a night?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it a night. We're pooped. All
I'm
right.
gonna crawl in the back in my comfortable truck with my little sweetie, cuddle up and watch a movie.
Yes, can't wait. All right, let's see if Chris is here. Yep, there's Chris. right there with his unit right there. Good morning, and we are back at the border. That's just about a 15-minute drive from where we parked last night. Chris has already left to go across, and we will go to the border right here. And here we are coming into the way station. Welcome to British Columbia again. And good morning, everybody. We are through the border. Now we're about 25 minutes to the ferry. The ferry lasts about 2 hours. So we are going to hope to make the 10:15 ferry. It'll take a 2-hour ferry ride, and then we will drive for an hour and a half to our delivery point on the island of Vancouver. And then we will drop our trailer, and then we start the fun side of RV transport because we are going to reset on the island. Okay, we didn't make the 10:15 ferry. It was canceled. She said it was canceled. So we had a choice. We can take the ferry leaving at 1 o'clock for the 2-hour ferry over to the more north side where we're delivering at. Or we can take the ferry that leaves in 1 hour at 11 o'clock to Victoria, which is more south. Now it's like a 3-hour drive from the more south place to our delivery point, or it's an 1.5-hour drive from the more northern port. Either way puts us there at our delivery point at the same time, which is calling it close because that puts us there at 4:30 in the afternoon. So we're going to call the dealership and make sure when they accept deliveries.
Yeah, make sure they'll take a delivery at 4:30.
At 4:30. So,
she's going to do that right now.
yeah, I'm going to do that right now. And
Subscribe.
Yes, and then we're going inside the Tawasin Quay Marketplace because we've got a little under an hour to wait on the ferry. Let's go get us a drink and see what's inside the marketplace. Okay, let's go check out the marketplace. This place is neato. We got shops, we got food, the restrooms are here. There's a whole market down through here. Chocolate factory.
Look at that.
Look at this, mini art gallery in a vending machine. Great hat store. Get your sunglasses.
Alright, Cheryl, what do you think?
Okay, I got me a hat. Got me a hat in the hat store, and the brims and things here in the marketplace. I got all kinds of hats. It was a very hard decision, but I like this one for right now. I think I'll go with this one. What do you guys think? I've got my new hat, and we are waiting on the ferry. They just called everybody back to get into the cars for boarding. So let's go on the ferry to Victoria this time. All right, let the fun begin.
The fun has already begun.
Okay, does this look familiar? We just did this 2 days ago, and we'll do it again in another 3 days. Okay, they have made us stop right on the ramp getting into the ship. What's going on? We will stay on the inside lane behind that truck right there. Okay, we are on the ferry. We are having fun on the ferry now. Let's go to Victoria. They're hauling a set of bleachers. And then we'll just find our way to the elevator. Okay, so this is deck 6. And this is they have like a really big seating area here. So you can come up. You are not allowed to stay in your vehicle. if you're on the enclosed decks. But you can sit up here like in this really big area they have up here and look out. Got a good view here. Children's play areas here. And they have areas here where you can work on your computer and do your work there. And then there's like a sitting area back here and snack machines. This is the sun deck. Come down to deck 5, and this is where the cafeteria would be. Alright, let's go to the cafeteria.
Yeah, what do you think we're going to get?
I don't know, what are we going to get? Chicken Alfredo with mushrooms?
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
That's what I always get off the chips.
What about fish and chips?
They didn't look that good.
We'll try it out. Classic apple pie. Remember, this is Canadian dollars. Okay, Jeff, what did you get?
Same thing I always get. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Yum.
That's what you eat on the ship.
And then what about the classic apple pie?
Yeah, we got a classic apple pie. We deviated from the normal cheesecakes.
Yeah. They didn't have a cheesecake as far as we served. But we're going to try the apple pie.
Trust me. If they had steak, I'd get it.
They did not have steak. You got burgers, and this is like the only like regular meal other than a salad. Choice when coming to Vancouver Island of taking the ferry to Nanaimo, more northerly, or over to Victoria, more southerly. If you take the ferry more southerly over to Victoria, the ferry winds itself around these islands, these mountainous islands, and it's a much, in my opinion, it's a much more beautiful ride.
Oh yeah.
Than the Nanaimo ferry.
Oh yeah, it's 100 times more pretty.
It's gorgeous, and you can spot whales, or you can look for seals or wildlife. Let's take a look. This is the fun side of RV transport. Yeah! This is the gift shop, and it's pretty big. It's the biggest one that we've seen so far. Look at the puppy. Look at him. Outside. We found us a window seat. Okay, so this is a map of Vancouver Island. Here is Delta, British Columbia. Now, if we had gone up to Nanaimo or Duke Point, that we would have ended up right there. We will go from here to Wasson, down through here, through the islands, and all the way through the islands down here to Swartz Bay. And this is Victoria, Vancouver Island. We will take our camper we are delivering from Swartz Bay, down here, over here, and up the one road all the way up here past Duncan, and there's like a lot of totem poles and stuff in Duncan. And then we're going to follow it all the way up to Comox, which is past Duke Point. We're going to keep on going up past Nanaima. That's where we would have taken the ferry to, but we'll go all the way up here, all the way up through here, and deliver on past to Comox. Here are the islands that we are passing through right now. Coming down through here and to Swartz Bay. Mr. Bones, he's done being a pirate for today anyway, and we are headed into Victoria and up and around. Well, that was the fun side of RV transport. There goes the bleachers that were behind us. Ferry from Tsawwassen over to Victoria cost $389 Canadian dollars. We will get reimbursed for that. We'll submit our paperwork with our BOL, and that will come back on our Comdata card. So just use your Comdata card to pay for the ferry. That was for a 26-foot travel trailer plus the truck and 2 passengers. And don't send your paperwork in until you take the return ferry back, and don't send your paperwork in until you cross back into America, because at the border we found it to be very iffy, but sometimes they charge $13 to get back into America, like some kind of border crossing fee or something, which is crazy. But we will get all of that reimbursed. And there is the waddling dog. If you watched our previous video on coming to Vancouver Island when we went down to Victoria, that's the waddling dog with the waddling dog pub right there. We will come down here, we will take exit 7 and start turning back north, going to the north part. This is on the outskirts of Victoria. We have made it to our delivery point. Yeah. Where we are going to get this thing off of here and start our reset.
Yeah, we're 3.3 kilometers from there.
3.3 kilometers.
And if you don't know how far that is, it's exactly 3.3 kilometers. That's how far it is. Hey guys, we've done a successful delivery here.
Another successful delivery to the island.
And another 300 cash.
300 cash dealer incentives.
Awesome. We're going to take a little reset here on the island. Have a little fun.
That's coming up in the next video. Fun on the island.
That's right. Island fun.
This is the fun side of RV transport coming right up. We successfully delivered another unit
Transport Bandits out!